Hi everyone, Vacha here from Recording Studio 9 and thanks for joining me again today. I've done several videos on MAGIX Music Maker Free, demonstrating how easy it is to actually get content so you can create music. Today I'm going to demonstrate how I'm going to use those content to actually create a simple music arrangement using MAGIX Music Maker Free. The version that I'm going to be using is the free version with no added features at all. The only things that I'm going to use are the sound pool libraries which I have purchased from MAGIX, and I just copied them across so that I can create the music that I like. There we go. So when you run MAGIX Music Maker Free, you are confronted with the welcome screen unless you click Don't Show This Dialog Again. So let's create a new project. Click OK. Now I have to remind again that the free version has lots of limitations. One of the limitations is you can only have up to 8 tracks. You are not able to add any more tracks. Also, it does not support any VST plugins, so you cannot add your own VSTi instruments or plugins, so you are limited to whatever is available inside Music Maker Free. I have in the past already demonstrated how you can download free sound pools as well from the store, or you can purchase them. I also have a video demonstrating what all these numbers mean, which are basically the pitch or the chords of each instrument being played. For this exercise, I'm gonna try Bossa Nova. The first thing you want to do is probably, you might think, lay down the drums, but I prefer to lay down the bass. The reason is that as we lay down the bass being notational instrument, we get all the different chords and the progression. So we can create the progression using the bass guitar, and later on when we add any other instrument parts like the guitars, the keys, Rhodes, strings and so on, they will automatically select the correct chord progression from the bass guitar. So let's select one. For simplicity, for now, I'm going to select this one, because it's also 1 bar length. One thing I have noticed in MAGIX Music Maker, slight cosmetic issue, graphical user interface issue, is that when you look at the BPM, it says 90 bars and the length says 4. I have already notified MAGIX about this. Hopefully they will actually fix it in the next update so that it says BPM 90 and the length would say 4 bars, because that's really important. So before we drag any audio into our timeline, we need to make sure that the BPM matches the BPM that we want. You can certainly drag a 90 BPM sound loop into a 120 BPM timeline and it will speed it up, but it's better if, matches to a certain degree. If I double click, it automatically changes to 90, because that's the first item in our timeline. So it automatically changes it anyway. So let's do some chord progression, except for this one. I'm going to delete that back out. I'm going to start with that one, A minor, D minor, and then G major, C major. So let's see how it sounds. Okay, let's increase that. Now that's the progression I want to do, so I'm going to highlight all of that, press the Control key, drag it across, so I duplicate that. And let's increase that to 8 bars so we can loop. Now my main chord progression is at the top. So let's get some drums going. Let me see. That's 4 bars long. So let's just drag that there. And let's loop that. So okay, we've got that. Let's get some guitars, clean chords. Okay, now here's some of the things that I will mention. Now, because the bass guitar was 1 bar long, so I was easily able to select the chord progression. But because the guitar I selected, the salsa, is 2 bars long, so you can see he's got A minor and then A minor and D minor being played. So what I need to do is do that. So next I'm going to select another one and drag it and then make it smaller. That's only because my chord progression is per bar, not every 2 bars. Because they're all the same, I can just select them all and press the Control key on the keyboard, use my mouse to drag and drop it, and it's done. So let's have a listen. And so on. So it loops. Let's add something else. Okay, I'm gonna drag that there. And let's see how it sounds now. Nah, that didn't sound that good. Remove that for the time being and see. And drag that. Okay, that's a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna fade it out. Let's try again. Okay. Let's do the same with another guitar. Copy, drag. Now, next thing I want to do is open up my mixer. Let's see, I've got 3 and 4. So I'm gonna just give them some different. Okay, so you can see that widened it up. So now I've got nice and wider thing. Let's see what keys. No. Just trying to find, what about roads? Yep, let's try that. That's one bar. And have some organ to start with. And then we have some guitars. Let's listen. One thing I normally do, make sure when I go into my master effects, make sure I turn it on, make sure my limiter is turned on. That way you're never gonna go over. It automatically limit the output, so that when you export it, it's never gonna clip. Okay, let's see if we can have maybe strings. That will sound really nice. Right there. And let's fade that a tiny bit. So let's have a listen. Oops, I should actually move that there. On another track. You can get confusing sometimes putting the same different sound loops on the same tracks, but over here, as you can see, having different volumes for each of the sound loops within the same track. So I can balance everything out. Let's have a listen. Okay, one other thing I want to add now is an effect. Let's turn the effects channel for that track only, and I want to add some reverb. And let's say some keys, stage reverb. So it doesn't cut off straight away. See how it's continuously going. Well, there we go. We have nice bossa nova background music that we could make. Well, I hope this was helpful. If it was, make sure you give me the thumbs up and you subscribe, because I will be making a lot more videos using the MAGIX Music Maker free, because there's a lot more things we can discover. Till next time, as always, thanks for watching and have a great time making music. Cheerio, guys.